Welcome to the Cliff Yates channel. I'm glad you're here. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, hit that button. Subscribe and join a community of progress. That's what we have here. And I planned on going live here with you on the way to the gym today. This is how I start my week. I start my week on a Sunday. And if you start your week on a Monday, that's cool. And when you should plan that week is today. You plan Monday through your week on Sunday, just like I plan my week Sunday through Saturday last night. We don't wait to plan the day on the day of. We plan the day before. If we wait till the day of, it's already too late. You might as well plan for the next day. All right, I'm glad you're here, everybody. Going live, raw and real. Always wanting to be raw and real. Why? Because in today's society, culture, too much creative content generated by AI, over edited, over polished, and it makes it hard to find out what is actually real, who's being real, and what is actually true. Well, listen, I'm being raw and real today. I am being true with you today. Another thing I like about going live is it's unedited. The mistakes will stay in, everybody. I will not take them out. I will not take the video down. I will leave it up for prosperity. Glad you're here. Sunday afternoon, February 22nd. And we had a big rain here about an hour ago. That delayed my trip to the gym. Didn't stop it. It delayed it. Sometimes life's happenings are delays. They're not denials. Keep that in mind as you go forward in your efforts to prosper, to continue to grow, to self-improve, to be better today than you were yesterday. That's what the whole theme of the stream is about. Not only today, but the channel itself. And I'll wait for more people to jump in here because I know that Vertical Mode Live, people discover the channel through the shorts feed, which is great. I get to connect with people who aren't already subscribed to the channel. I want to start my little trip here to the gym talking about the USA Olympic hockey team. They won gold this morning. Pretty amazing to watch. Now, I haven't been following hockey, but this win by the USA Olympic hockey team was pretty amazing. If you think about it, the last time the USA men's hockey team won gold was in 1980. Remember those movies, The Miracle on Ice, The Dream Team, 1980. So it's been 46 years since the USA men's hockey team won gold. Hey, so that's a big deal. Think about the generations. I guess maybe just one generation, but all the youth that grew up watching the movies, Miracle on Ice, you know, watching the 1980 men's Olympic team win gold, how they were inspired to play hockey, to become members of their high school hockey team, to try to imitate, you know, the members who played on the Olympic hockey team in 1980. And now, 46 years later, 2026, and all of the young men and women, they're going to be inspired not only by the men's USA hockey team, but also by the ladies USA hockey team, who have won gold and were tremendous what they did. And so going forward, those kids are now going to be looking at these guys on the men's USA Olympic hockey team and the women's team, and they're going to be inspired to play hockey, to be involved in sports, to maybe be a professional hockey player, or maybe be on the next Olympic team. I think that's pretty inspiring. It was a great thing to watch. I'll tell you another thing that I liked about it today. And let me know if you watched it and if you were inspired by this. If not, go watch some of the highlights. I was inspired by Jack Hughes, who I don't follow, but I was pretty amazed by him and his brother, Jack Hughes, who made the winning gold medal winning goal. And his interview directly following winning the gold medal. It was pretty amazing of what he said. Here are some of the things that he said on camera spontaneously, live, right after winning. He said, I love my country. I love the USA. I love the USA hockey team. I love our hockey team. I love the team that we have. And the brotherhood of the USA men's hockey team is so strong. I love the brotherhood that we have, the USA men's hockey team. I love it. I love my country. I love that I got to play for my country. I love America. I love USA. And it's amazing. And respect to the Canadian hockey, they were amazing. The Canadian hockey team it could have went either way. Could have went either way. And so very humble, right? In humility, he was saying, hey, listen, the puck could have bounced a different way, and then Canada could have won just as easily as we won. If you think about it, right, at the end of regulation play, 3 periods, it was a 1-1 tie. And then we go into overtime, and the next team to win wins gold. And so, very evenly matched, a great team. And you got to love the Canadian men's hockey team. They were amazing, even in accepting silver on the dais. I noticed they had a look on their faces, the Canadian hockey team guys, right? They maintain an air of despair, of disappointment for not winning gold. At the same time, I could see in their eyes and on their faces a respect for the process. We won silver. We're going to humbly accept our medals of silver, even though our standard is gold. To be a winner to us is to win gold, and if not, we're not winners. But we're going to respect the process, and we're going to respect accepting the silver medal, right? They accepted. This is all on their faces, in their eyes. I can see it. They respected the fact that they won silver. They weren't discounting their efforts. They knew, just as Jack Hughes said from the American team, it could have went the other way. It was 1-1. But very inspiring. This whole I didn't even plan on talking about this, but this morning I happened to say, I think I'll watch the finals of the USA men's hockey team. USA versus Canada. It was quite a matchup, right, of our two countries. And it did not disappoint. And, God bless. I got to acknowledge you folks. Hey, Frankie Banks, thanks for checking in. Hi, my brother. How are you? All right, 3S Shah, how are you? You were 13 years old in 1970. What was I in 1970? 57, 67. I was 13 years old. What are you talking about? All right, I guess I was the same. You were born in 57? Yeah, the 1980 USA men's hockey team won gold, and we haven't won gold until today, 46 years later. It was quite an inspiring story. I just happened to watch it this morning. Wasn't what I was going to talk about at all. I was going to talk about other self-improvement, personal growth stuff on the way to the gym here. And what I was going to talk about was, the laws of nature. If we will work with the laws of nature, then we are unlimited, because the law of nature is unlimited. And once we know the difference between the laws of nature and the spiritual laws, then we can really be the best we can be going forward from today. If we can know that difference and harness both of those, we are going to be part of an unlimited part. We can't impose our ambition, our thoughts, our wishes, our wants on the laws of nature. We're going to have no impact on the rising and the lowering of the tides. We cannot affect that in any way, shape, or form, just like we can't affect the phases of the moon, the turning of the earth. Those are laws of nature. They're going to go forward regardless of what we say, think, or do. No impact whatsoever. But if we use those, we can use that and work with the universal nature. Then we can be the best we can be. When we're just using the laws, we can have a certain degree of success and prosperity. When the electrician is using the law of electricity, he's understanding how electricity works, right? He can use that to right? Repair our electric bill, or repair our electric in our house. He's using his knowledge of those laws of electricity. It doesn't matter if he's Buddhist, Christian, atheist, Methodist, Presbyterian. It doesn't matter. None of those things will have an effect on that law of electricity. And so we can work within those laws. And that's why some people are going to have a degree of great success and prosperity in life. And you say, wait, that person's not even a believer. They don't believe in God. And look at, they have all this prosperity and this wealth. Even they have health and they have wealth. Well, they are still using the laws as they are set forth. But when we have and know that there is a spiritual law, there is a law within us. The power of God dwells within us. We are an expression of God's will through us, if we allow it. If we allow that universal energy to come to and through us, and then we harness that with the laws of the universe, then we can be so powerful and we can accomplish so much. We need to live while we live, and as we pass on to something else, we will continue to live. But while we're here living, let's live fully. Hey everybody, good morning. I want to say good morning. This is how I start my week on Sundays. Sunday's my day one. That's why I'm in the gym. On day one, I'll be in the gym. If I need or require a rest day from weight training during the week, I'll take it. I'm going to use my wisdom gained throughout the years as we go on, day in, day out. We gain knowledge, and if we apply it properly, it will become wisdom, and we can operate in a wiser fashion. But we got to use, number one, before we even get to our spiritual laws. And listen, you know yourself, sometimes we're in a place, in a position, well, I don't know what choices to make. What is the right choice to make? I don't know what the right choice is. Well, there's a spirit in you that's a guiding force that knows the right choice that we don't, and it will guide us if we get out of the way to let that happen. How do we do that? We stay calm and decisive in our actions as we move forward. We operate at a higher frequency, a higher vibration. We're up here with joy, happiness, ambition, right? Glad and connectedness, society connectedness, friendship, family, love. We're operating on a higher frequency, the higher vibrations, not the lower of despair, sadness, defeatedness, anger, frustration. No, we're going to operate on a higher vibration, a higher level. That's what's going to get us moving forward to live our best lives today more than yesterday. Continued growth is what we need and we want. Why? Because if we're not growing, we are dying. Hey, I hope this resonates with you. If it does, please subscribe to the channel, everybody. That's how this whole channel of mine is going to grow, and it's going to keep growing because the effort's going to continue on my part with and towards you. Because I can't help, I can't encourage, I can't love you without loving myself. If you want love, give it, right? What you want, what you express is going to be reflected back to you. Don't go out there looking for love. Give it on a daily basis to everyone, and guaranteed that's going to come back to you. Now, it may not be immediate. I don't know. It might not be immediate. It's like the diamond or the stone cutter, right? Sometimes they hammer, and there's no visible results from that. But the stone cutter has wisdom and knows from past experience, it could be the next hit is going to chop away that chunk of marble that's going to relieve. It's going to release that beautiful image. And we got to be confident going forward, knowing that we have a spiritual guide within us. God is love. Can't know death, can't lie. And so that's a higher vibration we need to connect with. Thanks everybody for checking in here. Listen, you know I love you. You're in the right place. And subscribe to the channel. This is something, if this is something that resonates, share it with somebody else who wants the energy, who needs energy going forward. Energy is one of our biggest aspects. Energy is our biggest asset in life. So we need to protect it. We have to guide it and focus it. And we got to put it on the right targets, because our focused energy is going to hit the target that we aim for. If we're scattered, we're not going to hit anything. We're going to hit 0 targets. Thanks for checking in. Tom, thanks for checking in. Linda, thanks for checking in. I'm glad you're here. Hi, how are you? Cliff Yates, you're in the right place. This place is a community of progress. And listen, I don't care if you're at rock bottom, right? If you're at rock bottom, that's such a great place to be, because there's nowhere else to go but up. You know right now you're at the foundation. You're at the rock bottom. You're on the bottom. Now everything is up from here. It's just going to be a matter of how fast and in what direction you're going. But everywhere else now is going to be up if you hit the rock bottom. And guess what? If you're not at rock bottom, you don't need to go there. You can learn from other people. You can learn from your own experience. You can learn from other people's experience and apply those to your life today. Hey, thanks you for checking in. I'm glad you're here. Shah, thanks for being here. All right, everybody. I started talking about the American USA men's hockey team winning gold today. Didn't plan on watching, but I watched it, and it was so inspiring to me. Can you imagine? It made me cry. And listen, I am not embarrassed. First of all, Jack Hughes, who won gold for the men by making the gold-winning goal, who came on camera and said that he loved the USA. He loved playing for America. He loved the brotherhood of the USA men's hockey team. He was so unapologetic about his happiness that they won, but also with respect and humbly, he gave respect to the Canadian team, saying, hey, it could have went either way. You know, great team, happened to go our way. I'm thankful for that. But he was able to come on camera. No ego. No ego. Didn't care that he was going to be appearing on camera, live, expressing these feelings with 2 teeth knocked out. He lost a couple teeth for that gold medal. He didn't care what he looked like. He wanted to come on there, and he had such joy. I mean, it was almost better than seeing them win. Just seeing this young man give that speech and express genuine, unapologetic love for his brotherhood of fellow players, the USA team, his unapologetic love for the country and representing the country at the USA Olympics. That brought tears to my eyes, and tears of joy, by the way, obviously, because I wasn't playing. Obviously, there was nothing to be sad about, and yet I was tearing up. That tells you how strong and contagious emotions can be to other people. So do not ever underestimate the power of your influence over other people, or at least to other people. Your strong, positive emotions are going to have an effect on other people, just like negative, toxic, angry emotions can have an effect on other people and can have an effect on us if we let it, but we're not going to allow that, because we are guardians of our mind. And although outside environments might try to, persuade us, influence in a negative way, we operate on a higher vibration, higher frequency. We are in the top end of vibrations, right? The top end of frequencies. We are always operating. We're living up here in love, affection, gratitude, thankfulness, godliness, honesty, truthfulness. We're operating up there, not down in anger, revenge, frustration, right? Despair. No, we're operating always at the higher frequencies. And you can always get to the next level just by being in love with learning. And if you're in love with learning, you're going to be constantly changing how you're thinking. And you and I know already, if you change your thinking, you're going to change your feeling, and your feeling is going to convert to emotions, and your emotions are going to be creating a vibration which is magnetic. You're going to attract things on the same vibration and frequency that you are. All we have to do is change our frequency and our vibration. How do we do that? From our thinking. And we can change our thinking when, right now, the blink of an eye, we can change from what we're thinking. If it's not serving us in a positive way, which also serves other people. If we are going to be doing something that is great for us, it's going to cause us to prosper, cause us joy, and at the same time, not hurt anybody else, but maybe influence other people in a positive way, then we're doing the right thing. Then we know we're on the right track. then we know our thinking is in the right place. Go forward, decisiveness. Remember, the bold are favored. Fortune favors the bold. Be bold, decisive, but not a bully. Secret formula, you know, change your thinking, change your life. You can do it. I am so confident in your abilities. Thank you, everybody. All right. Glasses or contacts? Is that a question? I wear glasses for reading. I do not wear contacts. I wore contacts for 28 years. I wore contacts. And because I had astigmatism, I wore hard contacts, because astigmatism has, your eye is basically a point, and the hard contacts help shape the eye. And so I needed hard contacts. And man, when you wear hard contacts, if you get just a piece of dust under one contact, it'll cause pain. And so I had laser surgery, and now I see beautifully. But I chose to still use readers for short, up close. But long distance, I'm fine, thanks to surgery. Thanks for the question. Thanks for interacting with the channel, everybody. It's so appreciated. I mean, we're not in person with each other, but hey, to connect in any way is to be part of a community, to be part of a tribe. I think that's one of the lessons from the USA hockey team today was, it's a tribe of people coming together, sharing joy. And because they were together as a team, they were unbeatable. As a team, individually, they couldn't win the gold. No, as a team, they won. Could have went to the Canadian team. That's another team, another tribe, right? Our family is one tribe. That's one team. It's all about creating teams. That's the most important thing we can do every day in every way, getting better and better. We can enhance everything we do by creating teams. We don't do anything alone, if you think about it. We don't do anything in a silo. All right, everybody, listen, I got to get into the gym. I got to get after it. I got to get it done today. I had a great week last week of working out, exercise, but I wasn't satisfied with the results. And maybe they just haven't come to fruition yet. But the results that I got from last week's great effort, but I have to remember, great efforts made today in the gym are not going to be instantly observed in the mirror, right? It's going to be over time, over consistent efforts. So my great week last week of great effort here in the gym, I'm going to repeat it this week in an effort to stay in my habit of exercising, weight training as a foundation for everything else in life. All right, everybody, I love you. I will see you in the next video. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Do not be afraid. You can do this.